Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another crypto update. Long time no see, was very busy in Japan for the trading community and business, but we are back in the charts, and as you can see, the total market cap for crypto looks pretty good. All in all, our game plan is all set, going to 5.6 trillion. We have big news like the ETF for XRP got approved. Gonna speak about that. Gonna speak about our current open positions and trades that we spoke about last time and how they're doing. If we speak about Solana is breaking out. That's also what we have foreseen because there was a lot of bullish buying pressure in Solana over the last couple of weeks. So Solana just keeps pumping pretty much. Fundamentally one of the strongest projects after BTC and Ethereum, even stronger than Ethereum in my opinion. So here, all easy, all clean, all good. No re-entries right now. BNB, same thing, very strong. Talked about it many times. We had a beautiful trade over here, just going higher, which is also okay. Now XRP is the only cryptocurrency that we are selling at this point, which is kind of paradox because we will speak about the XRP ETF approved. Again, we are reacting bearish. We are on a trade right here, and I want the XRP to go to 2.64, so we still have a little bit to go, but it's a pretty good price action so far. Let's see where it goes. If we find support over here or stability, then we're gonna go up again, but so far I'm in a bearish trade. Would I re-enter the trade? No, right now not, because a couple of weeks ago market looked way more bearish and I would have anticipated a bigger move over the August phase now leading into September, but so far market is a little bit unclear. Now some very good trades that we did, and we spoke about them last time. All of them I called last time. One of them is H-bar. H-bar was up 16%, right? We came down a little bit right now, so we have a little bit of a bullish correction, and then we're going to continue. So overall, I think we're going to continue bullish. Then we have IMX, which is at the top last week, was up 16%, now coming back a little bit. Casper, same thing, now coming back into drawdown, was up at around 6%. Ondo, very well performed. We were up 25.91%. Now we are also correcting 50%. As you can see, if we take this BC correction over here, we're gonna come down to the 50% correction. Also here, we could see some re-entry soon. SPX, same thing, now coming back into drawdown, was up at around 18%. And then XRP again is what we're selling. So our positions are doing fairly well. Especially in this market, because there's not a lot of volatility, not a lot of moves, so pretty clean. Let's see how September plays out. Again, normally it's very bearish, but it looks pretty good. Coinbase, same thing. We called Coinbase one of my favorite stocks to trade. Also just opened a option, my very first option. I've been learning about option trading the last couple of days in Japan. Last 2 weeks basically I was in Japan just for business trading community, and then also learning about options, right? So I was not so active on trading nor on social media platforms because I just didn't have the right setup, and nothing really happened in the market. Our calls were our calls. Overall, every position is in profit or was in profit. Today we came down a little bit, okay, but that's completely normal and all good. So Coinbase looks very good, and it's a stock, but we speak about it because it's mainly crypto, obviously. Besides that, guys, let's speak about again the ETF. So right now, if we go into the order book, which we're going to speak about for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana, the main and most important ones. Let's start with XRP because XRP ETF got approved. A new era begins. The US has officially approved the first XRP ETF, a massive milestone for the crypto industry. It's clean. XRP is trading about $3 for the first time in a week. Strong resistance, that's all true. What it means, it reduces barriers for big investors who want to exposure XRP. And this is a very nice chart about XRP. I believe that when the XRP ETF launches, until the day it launches, I think it's gonna correct a little bit lower. Same thing we saw in BTC. If we go back into the BTC chart, when the ETF got approved, we started to go down a lot, you know. Because it's more like sell the news and then buy the event, right? So we got the news and people are selling off, and then when it starts with the official distribution of the ETF and people can start to invest, then obviously it will go up, okay? BTC ETF approval was here, we dropped down a lot, right? And from there we started a big rally. So pretty much the same thing I'm seeing for XRP, right? So right now for XRP, I would suggest the same thing, that we kind of go down until the 2.6, 2.5 mark, right? That's our key level here at 2.63, and from there we're gonna rally up. So I'm gonna massively re-enter over here if we hit the 50%, and right now I still consider this as a sell. Now if we go into the XRP and we check the order books, you can see that we are starting to see some good buy orders over here at 2.9. And we're also seeing here the rainbow chart, which basically is a support resistance, right? So if we are above the cloud and we're coming into the cloud, it's like we are bouncing off. And if we are below the cloud, it's kind of like resistance. Now we are in the support phase, right? Because we are above the cloud. So we could start to see some support here, get stop loss break even in our position, but I'm still keeping it open because again, my position is in break even. I don't mind if we go into stop loss. I'm not gonna lose anything, but so far here it looks pretty bullish. So we need to see, right? So XRP looks pretty bullish, and then we obviously gonna speak about Solana. Solana continues to have very, very strong buy limit orders over here. We are clearly above the cloud, coming back into the cloud, touching it. The only thing is here in rotation, we are pretty high, and normally we would rotate out, so we could see a correction, but that's completely okay. I mean, Solana performed very, very well. Easy for a correction, good for a re-entry for us. Okay, now let's speak about Ethereum, and then we do BTC. Okay, so Ethereum, USDT, USDM. We are rotating. We're kind of like in the middle of the rotation, so there's not a lot of momentum, but we start to see a very strong ceiling here at 4,900 and 5,000 big sell orders. Don't mean that they're going to be triggered and they're going to stay there, but again, the same thing the chart is showing us here on the 4 hours. And let's go into a daily to get a better overview. We are clearly above the cloud. If we go into the 4H, we are kind of touching into the cloud, right? Kind of finding support here, and we could see a bounce off, a pretty strong one, or we could see a bigger drop into, which we said, Ethereum USD. So we said at 3.2. Let's see where we are sitting here at 3.2. 3.2 would be too low for USDM, but if we go into spot Coinbase, let's see where the big ones start. 3.8. Yeah, there's no real buy orders, only sell limit, so needs to build up. There's no interest in Ethereum right now, so it is very undecisive. I would say more bearish than bullish right now. And then obviously the final big boss, BTC USD, we do first spot. For spot, you can see we have heavy spot ask at 105k, so they are foreseeing a correction. And if we go into BTC USDT, my entry would be at around 103. Key level is at 111 and then 199. Okay, so just above the 100 key level, and this one is going to 104, this one is going to 100, so around here 104 and 100, 105 and 100, we have a strong support zone, which is this one here, which we're probably gonna come into. So this would probably be the next leg for BTC, and then really getting in this heavy buy orders because we are also very high in the rotation. Now, if we go into a more detailed overview, which is the USDM, which is the futures, we're gonna see that we have strong sell limit orders, very strong at 116, just above where we are, and then we are getting into some buy orders, which are pretty okay at 114, and rotation is also at its top. So it looks like we're gonna become a little bit more bearish in BTC. But yeah, overall, very, very good news. Let's speak about our meme coins for a second. Our meme coins, SPX, we spoke about it, is up. Candle is also up, and Tick is not really reacting so far. Just need to wait, but looks pretty good overall for crypto, to be honest. Yeah. With that being said, guys, I wish to see you in the next one. If you want to know anything, any comments, put them below. I'm always there to answer and help. And if you're interested in learning about trading, joining the largest trading community in the world, then just let me know on Instagram. I'm gonna tell you how you can join us, how you can learn trading, how I do it since 8 years. And I'm looking forward to see you on the next one. Make sure to follow and like. Let's go.